Hi and welcome. My name is Ellen McKay and I'm happy to be here with Yoga for Caregivers and Caregiver Whole Health. Today's practice is going to be wrist and hand free. So sometimes we have wrist injuries or if we're dealing with things like arthritis or any kind of discomfort or pain in the hands, wrists, even elbows. This practice is going to give you a little break from any pressure on the wrists and hands. I'm going to practice for a bit in a chair. You can do all of these same things seated on a mat if you want, if you can get up and down okay using wrists and hands, or you can do this standing as well. So I'm going to start seated, comfortable seated position. Let's just find a little breath. Spine is nice and tall. So sometimes wrist hand issues can start all the way up at neck and shoulder. And because as caregivers, sometimes we held a little bit more tension and maybe even in that neck and shoulder area, it can affect kind of all the way down. So let's start with a tall spine, just working on that posture. Hands can rest on legs. If you're standing, you're finding that tall Tadasana, pressing down through the heels. Even in your chair, feel the feet connected to the mat. As you breathe, maybe you feel these spaces in the jaw, neck and shoulder start to soften a little bit, unwinding a little of that tension. Good. Eyes can slowly blink back open if they were closed, coming back to this space. And let's just get a little gentle movement for the shoulders, kind of rolling those shoulders up and back and down. Good. Nice. Let's take the shoulders all the way back and down. Chin comes to the chest. Add some slow movement side to side. Stirring the chin around as you like. Again, just unwinding, starting to bring attention to those spaces that maybe we kind of look over. Honestly, not even feel that tension there. It's a pretty normal thing to feel so busy and so focused on other tasks that maybe we don't get that awareness in our body. Good. Head comes back to center. Let's do a few cat and cow movements. I'm going to turn a little sideways here. Inhale, chest starts to lift. Exhale, spine rounds. Good. If you're standing in your Tadasana, you can take the arms by the sides, open up through the chest. You can do the seated too. Exhale, around the spine like you're hugging a big beach ball. Let's do that a couple more rounds. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round. That's it. One more time. And round. Good. Back upright. Let's do a little movement for our hands and fingers. So just start by wiggling fingers. Good. And then we're going to squeeze them together and then spread them out. Squeeze together and spread them out. Good. Do that a few more times. Squeeze together and spread them out. Nice. Give them a little shake if that feels okay. Let's circle the wrists, go one direction, and then the other direction. Good. If it feels okay to stretch the wrist, we're going to take one hand forward. I'll start with my right hand. And take a hold of those fingertips and just gently start to pull the fingertips back. If that doesn't feel great for you, that's okay. Just do what works for you. Just pulling those fingertips back a little bit. Good, let's switch it. So fingertips point down, same thing here. Just take the hand, pull it back a little bit and feel the stretch through the top of the wrist. Check in with those shoulders. Good, let's switch it out. Other hand, pull back. Do what feels good on this side. Shoulders stay nice and relaxed. Good, then switch it, fingertips down, stretch through the top of the wrist. Good. Nice. Again, give it a little shake if that feels okay. Now we're going to do one more thing here. So you're going to take your thumb, bring it to the inside of the palm, and then wrap your fingers around the thumb. And you're going to punch your hand forward and then turn the fist down a bit. So we're getting a stretch now through kind of the side, the inside of the wrist where the thumb is. Important to stretch that space. Yep, soften that side. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So take the thumb, bend the thumb in, wrap the fingers around, punch that fist away, and slowly start to turn the fist down. And if you have any discomfort or pain in that side of the wrist, take it nice and slow. It's good to stretch these spaces, but we don't want to have a lot of pain, especially in that joint. Good. Another couple breaths. Nice. Slowly start to soften that, unwind. And if you want, shake it out one more time. Good. Inhale, hands are going to reach up. Exhale, we're going to twist. So twist over to the right. If you're standing, maybe just wrap that right arm around, opening up through the chest. Good. Slowly unwind yourself. Come to the other side. Wrap that arm around the back. Open the chest. Good. Nice. Bring it back to center. Roll those shoulders up and back again. Let's do a little stretch for upper arm and shoulder. Also maybe mid upper back space. Take that right arm, cross it over the body. Left hand finds that shoulder or upper arm. Just reach that right arm to the side. Good. If you want to add a little hip stretch here, take those feet wide. Opening up through legs a bit more. Good. Switch sides. If you're standing, take the feet wide. Just kind of changing that shape a little bit. Good. 2 more breaths. Wonderful. Release. Let it go. So if you want to stay in your chair, stay right here, feet wide, lift up nice and tall. If you're in that standing position or you want to come into the standing position, take those feet wide. We're going to come into our warrior 2, then our side angle, just to open up that chest a little bit, open up the legs without having to use wrists and hands. So we're going to turn the right foot out and bend the right knee, arms reach out. If you're in your chair, you're going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to take my right knee, bend it, left leg is going to work towards straight, doesn't have to be straight, that's okay. Arms out wide. Good. So wherever you are, a couple more breaths in that warrior 2, just kind of finding that stability, finding that strength. Now we're going to take our right forearm and bring it down to the right thigh. So wrist and hand are free. Left arm can rest on the side. We're going to try to keep that chest opening towards the space in front of us. So maybe you're facing me, try to keep that chest open towards me. You can take that left arm and either rest it on the side. You can reach it up towards the ceiling. Maybe you take a little look up towards the hand if you feel steady. Good. You can even circle that left wrist. One direction and then the other. Just getting a little more movement there. Good. We're going to add some arm sweeps if you want. So take that left arm, sweep it down, forward and overhead. Good, one more time. Down, forward, and overhead. Let's do it the other way. Reach it forward, down, and back. Forward, down, and back. Nice. Use that side body to pull you back up. And we're going to switch sides. So right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Again, you can bend that knee if you want. Good. Maybe if you're on the chair, same thing, left knee bent, right leg long, arms out to the sides. Good. Few breaths here in this warrior two. I'm going to show you this on the chair this time. So if you're standing, continue on. Good. Same options here. So now we're going to move into that side angle. Take that left forearm down to the left thigh. Options for the right arm. Rest on the side. Reach up towards the ceiling. Maybe that gaze turns upward if you feel steady and balanced. You got it. Nice. And if you want to take those arm circles, we'll reach that right arm back, down, and open it up. Again, back, down, and open it up. Nice. One more time this direction. And open it up. Switch it. Take it forward, down, and back. Yes. Forward, down, and back. One more time. Forward, down, and back. Reach that arm up. Let's do that little wrist circle. One direction, and then the other. Good. Use that right side of the body to pull yourself back to center, back to that warrior two. Let those hands rest down and we'll come back to center. So if you're standing, you can come back to your Tadasana or you can come back to seated on your mat. If you're in your chair, just find your way back to center. Good. We're going to do one more breath here and then take a little pause before we wrap up our practice. So if you've ever heard of lion's breath or you've ever practiced it, you know, it might look a little silly, it might feel a little silly, but lion's breath is really, really helpful to release tension in jaw, neck, and chest. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. I can't see you, so be as silly as you want. So on your inhale, breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, you're going to stick your tongue as far out of your mouth as you can. And open your mouth as wide as you can. So that just helps to release the jaw. We're going to do that a few more times. You can even, as you exhale, kind of come into a bit of a cow shape. So you're going to tilt forward, stick the tongue out. You can even gaze up towards the ceiling. Okay, so let's try it 3 times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale. Exhale again. Nice. One more time. Breathe it in. Exhale, let it go. Yes. Nice job. Find a comfortable seated position either on your mat, in your chair, or if you want to just stay standing, eyes closed. Let all the muscles in the face soften. Shoulders relax, arms relax. And maybe again, just consciously notice those shoulders and see if you can relax that space a little bit more. Very nice. Rest here as long as you'd like. Thanks for practicing with me today.